All right, guys, Joe McDonough here for MyMMAnews.com. I'm joined by the Vanilla Gorilla himself, Mr. Jason Witt. Jason, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nice. And one of the best. How's it feel to have one of the best nicknames in the sport?
You know what? I gotta thank Jason High for that one. He's. I also probably gotta fight Chase Sherman one day. I'm gonna have to fight him for it, but it's my name and I take care of it.
Absolutely, man. I mean, tell me about, having a fight set up, everything right here at the end of July 31st. I mean, just having an end date and being in camp and everything. I mean, talk to me where you are right now, mentally, in camp, everything. Yeah,
man. Training camp right now. It's you're in the trenches right now. You're what am I? 3.5 weeks out, 4 weeks out, somewhere around there. So some of the trenches, man. I'm working hard. I'm busting my ass. And I'm whooping some ass when it comes to it. It's not an easy time. It's mentally, it's frustrating. It's physically, it's frustrating. You're losing rounds, you're winning rounds. You're just in there, just putting in the work every single day. And I'm really grateful to be able to do that at a team like Glory MMA. But it's a lot of fun. I'm just excited to be able to kind of erase what I did last time and put a new vision behind my name.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And we want to talk about Glory in a second here. I just wanted to, with having coming off kind of a nice, I think 4-fight win streak, and then kind of losing 2 of 3. What's the biggest takeaways from those losses, kind of like you said, in recent memory? And what's the mentality behind them? What are the biggest takeaways to then put, a win back in the recent memory bank?
Yeah, man. So one of the biggest things that I found is you can't make the little mistakes at this level. I lost the last fight, pretty quickly, and I just made a stupid mistake. Didn't notice the range of where I was throwing a kick at, and I really paid for it. It was, and you want to be honest, it was embarrassing for me. It really sucked, but it was one of those. You got to have a short memory in this game and really move past that stuff. The other thing that I've noticed is I know I belong here. I mean, there was so many times that like I was almost to UFC and I lose a fight, or I was almost there and I get a call and it didn't work out, or yada yada yada. But like, sometimes I would doubt myself whether I belonged here or not. And even lose 2 fights or win 1 fight or whatever, it doesn't matter. To know that I belong in the UFC and in that cage, that I have the skill set to beat anybody in that cage given time, and I know that in my heart. That's one of the biggest takeaways that I've had. You know what I mean? So just knowing that I belong there is a huge confidence booster in itself.
Mm-hmm. And I love that mentality there, because you definitely belong there. That's for sure. I mean, how long does it take? In the sense, because I think that's part of a fight IQ is having a short memory, knowing you made, you made a mistake in a fight and you got to move on from it. How long does that take? Because I think that comes with veteran savviness and all that stuff. So earlier in your career, how tough was that?
Man, my honest opinion, this was honestly the toughest loss I've had. It kind of dwelled with me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to bullshit. It took me probably a good month to kind of just sit back and be like, well, son of a bitch. And it really did. In my early careers, I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? It was just like, all right, fight, like, all right, cool, I'm just gonna keep training. Like, I loved the way it was. I wanted to go to training. It wasn't like wasn't fighting was like, oh, I want to fight. It was I just want to train because I enjoy doing this. So yeah, just having that short memory, it really kind of lasted me for this last fight. But you know what? Just getting back, that's the main thing. Usually I take like a day off, day or two. I'm usually back in the gym Monday. I took an extra day to just hang out in Vegas with myself. And then I was back in the gym that Tuesday, Thursday, just kind of, you have to be back in the gym to put yourself in that situation again, to get over those things. You know what I mean? You can't just sit there and cry about it. You can either, Krause always says, you get the weekend to cry or be proud of yourself. It's one or the other, but it's back to work on Monday. Mm-hmm. So no matter what the consequence was, no matter what the outcome was, you got to be back in the trenches no matter what.
And a great segue to my next question is just having a guy like James Krause, who most of us forget is still a UFC contender himself, while being one of the best coaches, in the sport right now. I talked with Don Chianis, who's fighting tomorrow at Cage Titans over in Massachusetts, who's over at Glory. He's been raving. I mean, every time I talk to a Glory fighter, I love to just hear what they have to say about James Krause, about the team, because it's such a great gym that he's built.
Yeah, man. Everybody's like, oh, he's one of the best coaches in the game. Like, no, you guys are wrong. He's the best coach in the game. Like, You don't understand the amount of time and work he puts into this stuff, not let alone with his own family life, let alone with his real estate, let alone with everything he has. He puts so much time and effort into the gym and just the people surrounded in it. And he believes in us. You know what I mean? He exudes his confidence onto us. One of his best quotes, that I love it. He's like, look, if you don't believe in you, believe in me, because I fucking win. And you gotta take that with you. Man, he's super intelligent. We talk about a lot of fine motor skills and gross motor skills. And gross motor skills is more like me, where I'm very fast twitch muscles. I'm gonna hit you hard. I'm gonna try to keep hitting you. Where fine skill motor skills are, you're just little. You understand range. You understand little tiny details. And he's very fine skilled. And so to put that into my game really helps out a lot. To put that in everybody's game, he's just phenomenal coach, and he is the best in the game. I don't care what anybody else says.
Mm-hmm.
The atmosphere in the gym that he's created, that everybody's created around it, it's different. You got amateurs helping amateurs, pros helping amateurs, pros helping pros. Just before practice even starts, you got 5 people hitting mitts or wrestling with other people, just to understand, to make things better. And you don't find that in other gyms. And I haven't been too fortunate. I don't cross train a lot of gyms. I've been to ATT once. I haven't been to a lot of gyms, but I know what we have there it's special. It's something different than everybody else has. And you got people like Don Shameless, my man, he's fighting tomorrow. I'm so excited about that. You got people who come from different places, and they're like, man, this is different. You don't see this. And especially even before the pandemic, it was just different. But now with the pandemic, we're still putting in work. Like some people are doing whatever they can do. Training in garages, bullshit. We're in the gym, in the trenches all day long.
Mm-hmm. And I think, best in the game. We could also argue busiest in the game. I mean, Krause is every other weekend, maybe even every weekend, during the pandemic, down at the Apex or in Abu Dhabi and all this stuff. So talk to me about Bam Barberena. What are we looking for here? Why this matchup? And what are you expecting from him? Yeah, man,
tough veteran, but honestly, it's fight of the night written all over it. You got a tough veteran in Barberena. You got a tough veteran in me. I think it's last couple of fights, I finally realized I'm a veteran in this sport. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm hard to put away. And I know that last fight was a different story, but I'm a bad motherfucker, and I'm going in there to hurt him. And I know the training I've done and what I can do is going to go off in that, and I think it's fight written all over it. Honestly, it really does. And I know he's not easy to put away. I'm not easy to put away. And I'm going to grind him out and just TKO him. I honestly believe that.
Sounds like fight of the night written all over that one with 2 savvy veterans. I love that. Last one from here, Jason. I know you said you're looking for that TKO. Any prediction for fight night in July 31st?
It can go either way. I honestly believe it'll if I dominate him for 3 rounds, that's understandable. If it's a fucking war for 3 rounds, it's understandable. But in the end, he's going to know he's going to fight with me. I'm going to fuck him up. He might fuck me up, but I'm going to come out with my hand raised regardless, and that's where it's going to be at.
Awesome, Jason. Thank you for the time. I appreciate it, and I look forward to watching, man.
Thank you so much. Take it easy.